stuck.
What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And this is Astral Dusk -1. Well, you know, Godzilla -1 is a hit in nowhere because you can't watch it anywhere except Prime Video Japan.
Right.
Toei, what? Why?
Why? I want to see
You know
a movie.
what? We'll get to the D&D. I want to air a grievance really quick. You cannot complain that your movie is the most pirated movie of all time if you do not allow anybody on Earth a legal way to watch your movie. Just put it out. I will pay for it. I will buy it. Blu-ray, box set, 4K. Don't
Anything.
care. I want to see your freaking movie. Anyway, welcome to Astral Dusk -1, episode 14. It's -1 because Robin, who plays Teller, is in London watching a symphony play Baldur's Gate 3. So
yeah, rude.
That Robin, who plays Teller, is in London.
Do you notice the space missing on the table?
No, that's always been that way.
No, there's always only been 2 titties over there.
Yeah.
One titty, 2 titty, red titty, blue titty.
It's our diversity hire table, the woman and the British one.
Wow.
Wow.
And then there's us.
Just like Gary Gygax wanted it? I don't
feel
know.
like Italian is semi-diversity hire.
Yeah, it's super diverse.
But what about Rob?
It depends it depends on what century you're in.
Sure.
Yeah.
There was a time in New York City where you were like, oh my
Very
god.
diverse. Oh my god. Oh my god.
How the times a change.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, what's up, everyone? I'm Rob Russo. Music, I'm playing Caligar. What the fuck? Caligar Moonfire, the Sylvanesti High half-elf, mage of high sorcery, lunar sorcerer. What do you want?
The Sylvanesti hi-hats.
Hi-hats. I am the hi-hats of the group.
That checks
That's
out.
jazz, baby.
Oh. That do be jazz.
That do be jazz. Do be do.
All right, Brian?
Yeah.
You're right, I am also disappointed that you have to introduce yourself.
I swear Brian does not want to be here.
Yeah.
What's up? I'm the Brian Kling on the things that you can do on the internet sometimes. And I'm here today to tell you about Ban, the Paladin of righteous
Have you heard of our
redemption.
Lord and Savior, Ben the Paladin?
Ban the
and
Paladin.
he's a paladin, and his god is Solinari,
Yep.
and thank you, and he's a
fact-checking.
defender boy, and we love him, and I'm playing him, so
And we love him.
tuned.
Speaking for us, but
enjoy it. Enjoy the show.
What's up, Internet? I'm Claris Polaris.
And I'm Nerdy. Your
Back
boy.
at- yeah.
Reverse.
I know, we tried
Doesn't
it,
work.
and it just doesn't
We
work the
did.
same
We
way.
were like, we should like switch up the intro sometimes.
Didn't
and
work.
It didn't work.
No.
Nerdy.
But the problem with it is that everyone thinks that Nerdy Nightly is me and that my wife is just on it
And it's
sometimes.
not just like the
Yeah.
corporation.
But I'm like,
the
no,
name.
like we've made 1,200 YouTube videos together.
Yeah.
Now, granted, you're not in all of them.
Sure.
But I'm not in
but
Cowboy
there's like
Bebops,
10
so-
that I'm not in. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, out of that, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Well, and that's why like I have my own channel to try and like emphasize that this is us. But I don't know.
Yeah. It only works sometimes.
Yeah.
This is us. Oh. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm playing Harvest. She's a fucking werewolf.
Fucking werewolf.
She's a wow, it's been a minute. Eladrin, Order of the Lycan Blood Hunter. There you go.
Yeah.
I like
she
it.
won that.
I like it a lot.
I like it. I like it a lot. That's it.
Hello, beautiful.
A bit of fun with people. Teller is kidnapped.
That's how we woke up. Well, we don't know that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you just
One can
He's
assume.
gone.
went for a walk.
As far as you know, Lidara told you that he got up and walked away.
Yep.
Yeah.
But before we get into the game today, sorry, I was posting. I was just cross-posting. We're now live.
We're
You
now
might have
live.
noticed. On Twitch, it's the same. We're still live on the Nerd Nightly. We're not going to start a new Twitch channel. But on YouTube, we are now live on youtube.com/roleplayrelay instead of on youtube.com/nerdynightly. We are going to be moving all of our TTRPG videos over to this new channel. The ones that are on Nerdy Nightly will still be there, and they'll be accessible through playlists on the Roleplay Relay channel. But the idea is to make our YouTube existence make a little bit more sense. And so Roleplay Relay will cover all of our TTRPG games from now on. The episodes of Candela Obscura will all go live on that channel when that drops May 15th at 6 p.m. I'm so excited for you guys to see the show. We have filmed the whole thing, and I am deep in the editing pie on that. But if you want to go see what that might start to look like, we do have a teaser out on the Roleplay Relay YouTube channel, so go check that out. Check it out. That is the first of several changes we're going to be making. Before we get into our sponsor, we wanted to talk to you all about how this show is going to be changing moving forward. We really love doing Astral Dusk. And the reality of it is that Saturdays are not the best day of the week for us because we are we're heading into con season. No other day of the week. Weekdays are tough for our players. Weekends are when we have free time, but convention season's coming up and we're going to be out of town a lot. And so the structure of the show is going to change. It's going to be live less often. And the reason for that is that we are going to be moving to a shorter episode structure where the goal is for individual episodes of the show to be between 90 minutes and 2 hours. And we are going to film 2 of them on Saturdays when we film. So we'll do a live episode followed by a not live episode. And the not live episode will then go up the following week. And that way we'll have a episode of the show go up every Saturday across the channel, the Twitch channel, and of course the podcast feed. If you're following that, thank you so much. We've been growing on the podcast feed a lot, and so you guys are the best. And so the plan is to have shorter episodes that we're able to produce a little bit faster, so that in the coming weeks we're going to be in LA for the Candela Obscura live show that Critical Role is doing on the 25th of May.
And then for Anime Expo.
And then we're going to be in LA for Anime Expo and then Gen Con. And we want this show to not stop just because our lives are busy. And so this change is going to reflect an ability for us to make that happen.
Yeah. I realized that we actually do not have any mods on this channel. They're all modded on the Nerdy Nightly channel. So behave! Because we can't do anything about it.
I can see what you're doing, so I will be present and accounted for.
Yeah. I was like, oh, didn't think about that. Cool.
Mark Davies in chat.
Everyone's favorite NPC.
Our favorite NPC.
Yeah. They are saying, will this be a permanent change or just whilst it's con season? We are going to do it for the next few months, and we're going to see how we like it.
Yeah, we've had some feedback that, 4 hours every week is a lot, and
it's too much
4 hours minimum. Like sometimes I think we did almost 5 one time.
Yeah.
It's a lot for people to catch up on, and we want the show to be accessible to new viewers as well.
Yeah.
Who see that an hour 45, 2 hours. That's so much easier for me to catch up on than 5 hours. So
the other side of it is that while we are going to be posting less hours of Dragonlance, we are going to be posting more hours of TTRPG content.
Of other stuff.
Because we are currently starting in 10 days, we will have an hour and a half of Candela every Wednesday. And then when Candela ends, we are going to be launching our Daggerheart mini campaign that might become a longer campaign, might not. We're not 100% sure on that, but we do know that we're going to be filming a 4-episode Daggerheart campaign with a team that we're really excited about. And so in order for us to kind of explore TTRPG systems outside of D&D, we know, I can't remember what the company's name, the Kids on Bikes company. They just announced Kids with Capes. I really want to do that when their Kickstarter ends. So their Kickstarter goes May 29th. Please support them. They're amazing. Their games are great. I want to do more content from other systems, and 5 hours of D&D every week on the channel is just limiting on everything else we can do, and we want to do so many things. So yeah, it might be a permanent change if we get to the Christmas season and we're all cold and it's cuffing season. We might cuff ourselves to the table and go back to some longer sessions in the winter. We don't know yet. So
never heard that, but I don't even know what that means.
Me down.
Cuffing season is a thing in dating culture where they talk about how hookup culture ends at the end of the summer, and because it gets colder, people want people to cuddle with. So relationships tend to last a little bit longer
because they chain themselves together.
Did not know.
It's also a lot harder to break up with your partner around Thanksgiving and Christmas. So typically relationships will last until after Valentine's Day, and then the cuffing season relationships will break up after Valentine's Day.
Wild.
Or you can just do it when you feel it.
Yeah.
Just stop it.
Don't string
Holidays
people along.
mean nothing.
Yeah. That's so awkward. Okay,
I did not make this up.
I didn't say this is your fault.
I'm
This is not your
explaining
fault.
something
It's
that other
definitely your
people
fault.
believe in.
Yeah.
How have you guys ever heard of cuffing season? Why are none of you guys online like I am?
Because I value communication when the
Clarus.
matter arises.
Clarus,
Valid.
It is episode 1 of our new roleplay relay time.
Fuck yeah.
Will you please do a sponsor spot for us?
Oh, wow. That's so kind of you to warn me in advance that I would be making this up myself, because I'm great at improv.
This show is brought to you by...
Before we get into the episode, this podcast, this show, this video, wherever you're doing, this is brought to you by MistyMountainGaming.com.
Look at that. I thought you were there. I thought you were going to scream.
Gaming.com.
Misty
I gotta
Mountain
do
Gaming,
both
that's
parts. I
always
gotta do
true.
the jangling, and MistyMountainGaming.com is a place where you can buy things that may aid you or hinder you in your TTRPG shenanigans. I cannot guarantee what the dice roll is for you. That's your fault. And it's not Misty Mountain Gaming's fault either. But if you do want to go get some math rocks, use coupon code nerdynightly 15 for 15% off, because then you get objects and we get money. And that's a great trade-off.
And you get
It was
those
the
objects for
best of
cheaper
both
is the
Yes,
pitch.
yes. You get objects for
we
cheaper.
get money.
So I heard a rumor that since we're going to
Great at ads.
Yeah.
since we're going to a pre-recorded episode, we're bringing in a live studio audience, right?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
To make up for the
Where would you
that?
like to put them, Brian?
right there, in the audience. It's right there.
On the bike.
On the exercise bike.
Yeah.
Somebody has to sit and power the set by biking the entire show.
Could you imagine?
Think of the savings.
We're
Well, and also
we're a
wouldn't be so
carbon
cold down
neutral
here.
Wouldn't be.
actual play because we make
we
Brandon
make somebody
bike for 4 hours.
Yeah.
While editing.
And
With
we
that-
get a break, but you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that wonderful MissyMountainGaming.com ad read, Clarus.
Well done.
Welcome.
All of you should be prepared for me to throw ad reads at you in the future.
Great.
So ready for
Right.
it. Now that we know.
Yeah.
I love
this is
that
great.
Robin is not
Are you
here.
sure you want to do that?
Oh, Robin will get one first next time without being told.
They're just
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
show up and be like,
yeah.
and...
It's going to be a test to see if they watched the show while they were not here. I don't see them in chat, so.
I mean, they're
But Muddles is here.
models.
What's up, Muddles?
Yeah. Let's dive into
It's like, what time is it over there? It doesn't matter.
Astral Dusk.
Time is an illusion.
Oh yeah, do we want to talk about our theme song that we
It's
just came
not
up with?
going to be that.
It already is.
I
That is the theme we've all collectively agreed upon.
wanted it to be kind
Astral
of like
Dusk.
its own Candela thing, except a little more like heroic and...
Yeah,
You know?
that's what it is.
No, I was thinking like, like
Ass.
French horns and like...
Okay, put a French horn on it.
Love it.
No
I don't see
lyrics.
what your problem
No
is.
lyrics.
Astral Dusk.
Astral Dusk.
We're not
Dusk.
gonna get sued for Astral Dusk.
Yeah, right.
I will say the 90s Spider-Man theme song, the last spider blood,
Yeah. It's
just
pretty great.
radioactive, fucking solid.
It's pretty sick.
Great theme song.
All right, let's get into the game.
Let's do it. Looking right at her.
You're like,
I definitely was not doing that.
We'll play back the tape.
Teller's gone.
See footsteps, right? That's all we got?
You are in a dark, dank forest
Never mind.
around Dargard Keep. You've been heading there for days now. You fought a very odd, entrapping, zombified skeleton horde.
That kept
And you
coming.
thought that you had gotten through. You didn't take much damage. But the risk was there. You found a field of skeletal monstrosities in a sundered, god-soaked place. I don't know.
we're not going to comment
no,
on
no,
it.
Been God
No.
It's not even appropriate to say that.
I mean, I grew up in the Catholic Church, so
You were god-soaked.
multiple times.
You get down on your knees and they pour the god-soaking in your mouth.
Oh,
Just
God.
the alliteration of the
when you're
solinary soak.
born,
Like,
they
come
got
on.
soaked.
Culinary
It's there, the solinary slide, the
Do you think
solinary
that if
snow.
Mormons soak in
Yes.
an earthquake and the ground is shaking the bed, they call that God soaking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they
Because
don't
it's
need to pay
natural,
someone to
natural
soak for
disaster.
them.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep. It is
yeah.
God control.
I found out
sense.
this week that there are Mormons who pay shakers. So it's like $50 to have someone come shake
Like
the bed
hump
while
the
you're
bed?
soaking.
Wow.
Yeah. You're around
not-
Dargard Keep. And after a day of skeletal adventures, you wake up and Teller, for reasons unrelated to the game, but mostly because he's an asshole who got to go see Baldur's Gate in concert in London,
Ah, prick.
was kidnapped. What would you like to do?
Serves them right.
Yeah, he should have fun
Yeah.
in his home country.
Have fun. Fuck you. Our lovely friend,
Lidar,
Lidara.
the ghost
I was
that
getting
you
there.
encountered
I
and
saw
has
it
been
too.
following you your entire journey.
Lidara did, if we recall, just say that Teller walked off.
Yes, he said he'd be right back. He just wanted to check on something and then he didn't come back.
How long?
I have no idea.
Shit.
I don't really understand time.
That's valid.
The sun is either up or it isn't.
It's not very like Teller to just wander off like that without a word.
No.
Yeah. You're right. And the last time Teller did that, it was acted strange, was in a barn and then tried to kill us. So.
But that was it. He was under the charm, wasn't he?
Yeah, we're kind of near a really charming place, you would say.
You think he's been charmed again? You think he's
don't
another one of those dragons?
Do you find the undead charming?
Not me personally. Well,
Oh,
depends on the
okay.
conversation, I guess. It's all like moment to moment, you know. It's not really.
you're more of a personality person.
Yeah, I don't general sweep over all undead. It's like
you mean skeletons don't give you a boner?
that's pretty funny.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Ben,
No,
you
that was
have
good. That was
It
good.
wasn't a reference. I'm so proud
Yeah,
of
I'm
you.
really proud of you.
It's
Ben,
an original joke.
You also
Well done.
you've been coming more and more unhinged with the puns. I'm proud
So
of you,
proud.
Ben. You're
So proud.
you're doing it.
You do feel Solinari in the back of your head, just like.
Hey, is that the first time I felt him since I went down?
Yes.
Yeah, he's back, baby!
Solinari arises when you say skeletal boner. Now
Yeah.
you arise when you see skeleton, and I arise when I see. Wow, two in a row.
You drag the presence of your god back for your
Fuck.
bad puns.
I love that.
So-
that checks out.
No, they don't necessarily do that.
Do what?
I'm not repeating what you said.
What did I say?
Don't worry about it.
Don't forget about
But
it.
yes, Teller wouldn't do that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we were saying. Teller wouldn't
Do you think
that.
he's been charmed again, though?
That's my only suspicion. I don't know.
Lidar, have you seen any the armies that are around the keep? Have you seen any dragon lizard like people?
Not in the castle. And when Ispin fled, he didn't go into the town below the keep. He just fled down the side of the mountain and away. And so I was
Right, so you
with
didn't
him.
see any.
I don't know. This was a year ago, so
All right.
I don't know what kind of army's there.
Fuck.
And she says a year, but who knows? Because she has no concept of time. So
Lida, are you one of those sort of, I guess, spirits that can pass through solid things? Like, you possess those skeletons. So if we were to get close to the, I don't know, I assume is there a wall around this town?
Around the town?
Yeah.
There wasn't a year ago, no.
But if we got close to Dargard Keep, would you be able to like pass through the walls and tell us if it's clear on the other side before we go in?
Yeah.
As long as you're close to the shield, right? Within.
Well, that's useful.
not many walls are 60 feet long, so I think we'll be fine.
No. I think that's true. You say not many, are there some?
No, like thick, not long.
Well, you said long, so it was
I meant
confusing.
thick. I
There are plenty of
apologize,
walls
yeah.
that are 60 feet long.
That's true. No, you're absolutely
Are
right.
you- are you-
Thickness. I'm
I
talking
feel
about
like 60
girth.
feet is
Are
like
you
a minimum.
avoiding words like thick because it's bringing
So anyway,
something up?
Lidara, we I guess our best bet would be just to follow along these. Did
yeah,
Tyler
do we
leave
see
footprints? Do we see any
footprints?
tracks?
Yeah, make an investigation check for me.
All of us.
One of you.
We
If one of you wants to help, you can go with advantage.
yeah. Does anyone want to help
I
me
will
out?
help you.
You'll help me.
I
Yes.
won't because I have a -1.
Well, you just give me advantage by helping, but you stay in the corner. I'll see if I can figure this girthy wall out.
Corner.
Nice. That's +2, so 18.
Great. Yeah, you see some faded footprints that lead off in the direction that Lidar pointed, but because of the swamp, they
Getting,
are
like-
inconsistent, and it's really hard to see. Well, you get past a certain point. You guys are sort of around your camp. There's probably a 15-foot clearing to the edge of the trees, And so you're able to follow the footprints to that edge of the trees pretty quickly and easily. But then once you get into the trees and the tangled roots and, where it gets a little bit more marshy and a little bit more damp underneath the foliage of the trees where the sun doesn't ever get through, you see it just disappears pretty quickly.
Fading out, yeah. Okay, well, we're here now.
Is it the direction that Darkguard keeps in?
Yeah.
Well, it seems he was heading towards the keep.
I guess we just keep going.
We'd have to.
Yeah, maybe it's possible that maybe he got nabbed while he was wandering off. Maybe just went to take a pee.
It's a far pee. How far did we travel?
You've probably gone like 20 feet at this point.
Okay. Yeah.
You're probably like 5 feet into the woods.
Yeah, but you'd think they would.
Well-
they would have tracks back.
That's
if
what
they,
I mean. Is that maybe they got grabbed or they were having a little.
Here's
tinkle.
here's the thing. It footprints. Those might be inconsistent, but if there are signs of like a scuffle, that will be more noticeable. So I think we should follow it as best as we can and head towards the keep.
I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah, we
right.
gotta find them.
As you pack up your camp, get everything ready, pack Teller's stuff away and sling it over probably Harvest's shoulder.
I got it.
You can handle that.
Yeah.
You make your way into the forest, and once that canopy is over you again, you notice in this early morning light, it just fades through the trees. And everything has this sort of almost grayscale appearance as you're making your way through a forest, not in the dark, but with the feeling of being in darkness. That sense when you go downstairs to get a cup of water in the middle of the night and you don't want to turn the light on because it'll wake you up too much.
Yeah.
But you're not sure what's at the bottom of the stairs or what's around the cabinet in the kitchen.
Okay.
There's a cupboard that's usually closed and it's open and you don't know why.
Oh, I know why.
This forest... No, it's me. I leave cupboards open. Like chronically. This forest gives you that feeling constantly.
I believe the word we're looking for is the heebie-jeebies.
Yes. A great band. Solid #1 hits. I actually don't know that there's a band called the Heebie
I
Jeebies.
know either. There's the BGs.
That's what I was thinking of.
In this world, there is a band.
Yeah,
That's what we were talking.
And it's
We were
funny
talking about
because
They're the
Dragonlance.
heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, but also the song "Staying Alive" tracks.
They're the
that-
heebie-jeebies.
The
Heebie-jeebies.
The Heebie-jeebies are actually a really well-known band because they turned an old Dragonlance into a guitar. And so,
Wow.
they have one of the
Such a
fabled
thin
Dragonlances as
guitar.
their instrument.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Are we talking like a lance with like the big cone jousting lance?
Yeah.
Or like a javelin?
Impressive.
Yeah.
No, it's a lance. It's not a javelin, or else it would be a dragon javelin.
Or more so, Dravelin.
Or it would be Dragonlance.
Javelin, the javelin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's you guys left
There
him
is
behind
only
in Vogler.
one.
He's
Yeah.
gone.
He is
We lost
emotionally
Dravelin.
wrecked about being left
But
behind.
God, he's just
He
like
still
up
has
against the wall.
Gorgonus'
and-
head on him.
Maybe you guys don't know. You haven't gone back.
That's true.
Little
Yeah.
decayed head.
You travel for most of the day, and it's dank. It's really soupy,
Gross.
Yeah.
and
I hate that.
there is a point in the day where you start to realize the ground starts to feel a bit firmer.
God.
As you're stepping on a...
Had we noticed any signs of a scuffle on the way?
No.
Okay.
Are his footprints still present?
No, they're gone.
Gone.
Roll an investigation check for me.
Oh, I don't want.
I'll give you help, even though you're -1. We can like. Maybe you might roll better than me.
Oh, double 18s.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah, you
So that's
do.
a 17.
17.
You start to find more footprints. But they're not, you can't specifically make out tellers. This is after a few hours. You start to realize that as the ground is starting to firm up underneath you, as you are starting to see the mountains peeking through the trees.
There's some more footprints over here.
But there's a lot, and they crisscross, and they go different directions.
I thought.
Shit, I can't tell.
Some of them are clawed.
Oh.
Some of them are boots. Some of them are skeletal feet, where you can see the individual bones pressed into the earth.
When we talk clawed, are we talking like something that looks like it could be from those dragon soldiers?
Could be a dragon soldier, could be a bugbear, could be a...
It's not like the triangle that I imagine dragon.
Like the
has.
semi-
There are
familiar-
places where it looks like it could be a mount of some kind, a warg.
Ostrich feet.
You're realizing that you're starting to see a place that is well traveled for the first time in days, and as you start to find yourself on firmer ground, on a soil that's ashy, that looks almost like there has been, like trees have burnt down and the remains of those trees have sort of spread across the ground. You see that the pathway ahead of you is heading into an open area, and you see the light kind of peeking through again. As you get close to the edge of this forest, you start to see buildings through the trees in the distance, and you start to hear the movement of people calling out, work, a hammer on an anvil. And you realize that you're approaching something like a town. What would you like to do?
That must be the town that Lidara was talking about. Lidara?
Yes.
Is that the town?
Yes. I think we're here.
Are they friendly in there?
Are they alive?
To who?
Strangers?
I guess it depends on why you're here.
Travelers?
I don't know. I haven't been in this town in over 350 years, so...
Shit.
We should probably avoid it nonetheless, considering...
This is the only way to Dargard Keep through it.
I mean, the entrance to Dargard Keep is at the edge of the town. It sits around sort of the pathway up the... But if you wanted to go the way that Ispin went up, you could climb the mountain on the other side, but you'd have to get all the way around the town.
Sounds exhausting, but at least for me, once again,
Well, I mean,
spaghetti arms.
do they... Well, I mean, I guess we don't know if those are... Maybe it's more of the red banners in there, for all we know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I'm worried about.
So who would live out here at the base of Dargard Keep anyway, right?
Peaceful village with bakers and blacksmiths. I have no idea. That wasn't sarcasm.
Well,
I was hopeful.
Bannon, you know the... There are people who still follow Lord Soth,
Right.
that have been sort of raiding, and your people have been raiding against.
Right.
So you know that there are people who live in these woods that are...
I think these people here they're bad news.
Right. Why would they choose to live here? And why would there be visitors?
They're those loyalists we've been hearing all about.
Yeah.
Loyalists to Lord Soth. I think we should go around and take
Yeah,
what route has been took.
Sure.
If strangers walk in, I think they'd immediately be suspicious.
Yeah, nobody goes through these woods anyway, right? 'Cause
Well,
of
I
the
mean, judging
skeletons.
by all these tracks, lots of things do.
I think
but
that's from the town.
by their leave.
Someone roll a perception check for me.
Your instinct was to go, but I can...
I just want to see what
I have a +5.
Oh,
I have a +3.
Go for it.
Balls 8.
You see balls?
You don't see anything.
Oh, I should have done it.
You don't know if that was going
Yeah.
to be the roll.
Yeah.
It was going to be the roll. That's how
God
rolls
damn it.
work. It's always the same roll. The next roll is in queue. You just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Science.
What are you guys doing?
Probability.
CBC balls.
I think we should take the Isbin route as planned.
Yeah, I don't want to go through that town.
Sure.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Wait. I've got an idea. Ban kind of sits on the ground and sort of like sets a rock. Like looks around, finds like a sizable rock, sets it down, and he sort of balances Isbin's shield on top, and he sort of looks to the sky and asks Solinari, if we were to go into that town, would it end poorly for us? And he spins the shield.
What's the casting time of augury?
Oh, yeah, it's fucking 10 minutes.
If the head of the shield lands on me, do
we
have to
can
kiss?
we can waste 10 minutes, can't we?
Yeah, we're not
Yeah,
we're
we're
not
not
in
around.
any immediate danger.
45 seconds into the shield spinning,
It's still going.
you hear from the mouth of the trees.
Yeah.
Are you there? What are you doing? As you see, stepping into the woods with 3 soldiers behind him, a tall hobgoblin in a black set of half-plate mail with a chain shirt that's just hanging. He has a sword on each of his hips. And he's stepping in with these 3 much smaller. He's large. He's like probably 6'8". With these other 6-foot tall hobgoblins walking in behind him. They're similarly adorned. He has sort of this like blue patch over the left side of his half plate that they are missing. It's sort of this like upward triangle with this circular moon above with rays extending up. What are you doing on the ground there?
Oh, it's a game.
Yeah, have you never heard of spinning the shield?
Roll a deception check for me.
It also is only 1 minute, so we only have 15 seconds.
15
more
seconds to
before
go.
I
Roll
get
a
a
deception
response.
You would have
check.
seen them coming, but you rolled an 8 on the perception check, so.
That is valid.
Deception?
Yes.
Disgrace.
Yes, because you're lying.
19. 15 plus 4.
I've never played. Why are you playing a game right outside our city?
It's dumb. It's an old traveler's trick. It's to select who has to do the camp tonight. That's all.
Oh, okay.
If it lands at the top
Why
of
are
the
you
shield,
here?
or just traveling, you know.
Kind of got lost, and then the skeletons kind of pushed us further into the forest, and we found the town.
Yeah, we were looking for mushrooms. I hear that there's some like real valuable ones in this forest.
Oh, yeah, those people. Yeah, no, the dampness of the forest, it makes it possible.
Right. Okay.
All right, well, are you gonna come in, or are you?
Yeah, this is just sort of yeah.
Is the town looking to trade for mushrooms and or other supplies?
It just kind of starts looking around at the three of you, and he just goes, "You're pretty heavily armed for mushroom hunters."
Well, yeah.
I mean, have you seen the skeletons in the wood?
I'm really glad that we were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know
fair,
what?
right,
Fair,
yeah, sorry.
yeah.
It's,
That one's on me.
Yeah, no.
Well, all right. Well, come get up off the ground.
Does my shield does Solanari give me an indication of the thing?
that was about 15 seconds.
So where does it land?
What is your exact ask? You need a very
will it end
specific.
poorly for us if we enter?
Solanari, it tips on the rock, and it almost looks like a human being shrugging. I mean, like, I don't know what the fuck's gonna like.
That's funny.
It
The
went
shield's
well.
like,
I don't know.
It sort of just fall because like I in my mind it works like if it points towards me, it means don't go in. If it points towards the thing, it says go in.
The vibe that you get from it is like there's there's too many possibilities.
Yeah.
This is the thing with the augury spell is that if you're not hyper specific, it is really hard to know how you're gonna roll once you're in town.
Yeah.
Right.
And so they're like, it's not immediately bad.
Honestly, I just wanted to use it. I haven't
It
used
could be terrible.
now we know to use augury, you have to play spin the bottle. This is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I love that. Canonically.
Yeah.
Canonically, that's how I do it.
Canonically, you guys got it right.
Canonically.
All
That
right.
doesn't make sense because it wasn't on tape.
You're right. Brian said canonically. Now they know.
Now it's not funny.
I would say be careful in town right now. It's a bit tense. Soldiers are going to be moving out soon, so
What soldiers?
just some of the soldiers under Lord Soth are heading up to somewhere.
Just going for a walk.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, they're on a mission of some kind.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Soldiers have missions.
So just, stay away from them.
Sure.
They're a bit on edge at the moment.
Don't instigate.
It's fine. We don't
Love
need
it.
any.
But the townsfolk are fine. Merchants, the rest of them.
Yeah, what would be wrong with them?
I don't know. In case everyone was on edge. If soldiers are moving around, towns tend to get nervous.
Oh,
and-
a little bit, but everyone's willing to part with their ways if you've got coin.
Great.
It's
Right.
not, the town's not closed.
Sure. No.
Can't afford to be closed in these times.
Yeah. And it also landed near you, so you're setting up tent tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lose.
We do have inns. You can sleep here.
Right, with coin. You,
mean-
you just said that. That was
Yeah.
my fault.
I mean, we do
Next
have a
time.
pretty tight schedule. We have to get back to where we came from, so that's kind of why we're debating on camp because we're not intending to stay long.
So maybe in and out.
Where are you
but
planning to stay nearby? Where are you getting back to from here?
We have the best
I'm
mushrooms
assuming you're
guide
a
us.
few
We have-
days.
We have business in Tamanbusic, actually.
Oh, you went the wrong direction, my friend. That's
Yes, we wanted to stop by the mushrooms because, well, my friend here is a big mushroom fan, and we really
They're
wanted-
very valuable.
Yeah.
I've heard. Yeah, I don't have the patience for it myself.
That's
You
fair.
put me in those woods for 3 hours.
So we sort of debated, we could get to Tamanbusic early, or we might not get another chance to come this way. So we
I mean,
thought
you're still a couple weeks from Tamanbusic.
that's what we mean. We had the time, so we figured let's take a detour into Nightland.
All right,
And
all right.
Well, you might as well go into town and just.
Absolutely.
If we need any supplies, whatever.
Well,
just get
welcome
us
to
there.
Dargard.
Appreciate the
Thank-
hospitality,
thank
friend.
you.
That's kind of you.
It's my job.
You're
Right.
good at it.
All right, we're
Thanks.
Thank you.
It's a dank
Almost-
forest. I try and be a little bit welcoming.
Yeah, no, considering what's in there. Thank you.
what was your name, by the way? I didn't.
Captain Spittles.
Captain Spittles. I
Nice to meet you,
feel
Captain
almost
Spittles.
like
Oh,
you,
no,
Captain.
no. I'm not in the military. I just handle things around town.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, in we go, I guess. Captain Spittles.
Write that down, you
Just
lazy
opens
fuck.
a book.
I forgot my book again, so
Right.
I need someone
Write
to
that down so that I can remember it later.
Fuck you.
write it down.
Captain Spittles. I full on just like, Captain Spittles.
All right, we're
Jeez,
gonna.
I feel like, why am I writing stuff down now? Oh, sure, choose the elf.
Captain, we had a friend who said that another like mushroom collector, medium height, elf, brownish hair. No, it's not super standout-ish, but we just wondered if you'd walk through here at any point, if you'd seen anyone, any elf.
An elf?
Yeah.
No. Sorry.
Sort of
No
has
worries.
an air of
Not
extravagance.
a lot of elves around here. You sort of
No, that's why
you
I
stand
figured.
out. You
I'd
don't stand out
ask.
as much, but
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Right, well, we should get going.
Let's go on in. Why not?
welcome to Dargard. And he
Thank
kind of
you.
like heads back.
Captain.
There's one of his soldiers that's kind of eyeing you a little bit more suspiciously than the others. The three of them kind of turn, and there's one just kind of leans against a tree and watches as you pass. And as you do pass, you come through the mouth of these kind of two trees that have clearly been opened up into whatever this makeshift path is. And what you see before you is a town of somewhat considerable size. It's definitely much larger than Vogler.
There's so much room here.
Okay,
Wow.
okay. No, that one will slide. You bitch.
So you're now an Oathbreaker Paladin. I need you to figure what that means.
Oh my god. Solanari hates puns.
You
You
just
see,
get psychic damage. dealt
So
to you.
actually, a little known fact about the Oath of Redemption Paladin is that if you make too many puns, you're irredeemable.
And you break your
Wow.
oath.
Wow.
Yeah.
You break
Cal,
your oath.
you take 8 psychic damage.
Why do I get
That was a max roll because he's not going to take it.
Cal every time? Just like
No, I'm
triple,
kidding.
like, just
You don't
like,
have enough health to take 8 psychic damage.
Yeah, exactly. That is a death.
You also fail 2 death saves.
The town in front of you is, it's odd. It is constructed well from bad materials. And you can tell that the dampness of the wood here makes it difficult. There are a lot of these houses that are all single story. There's no 2-story houses in this town.
Won't support it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of them have patches of their wall that have been replaced with new wood.
Got it.
And the damp environment seems to almost deteriorate and decay. And that decay that you've been feeling the whole time is still present. But despite that, you see a wide variety of people live here, and their spirits seem to be generally okay. This isn't a deeply depressed place. As you begin to enter the town, you see goblins and hobgoblins. You see some Kender. You see a few humans here and there. And even some ogres, kind of like Viewmaster Golkag, who are about. And while people are moving about their business, there isn't the air of despair, despite the sort of dreary feeling you feel dripping down the back of your neck as you walk around. But the people are plentiful, and it is, early morning, and people are going about their business. The thing that strikes you as you sort of get out a little bit more and this space opens up in front of you is you see Dargard Keep for the first time. This mountain with a building chiseled out of it. It is a very brutalistic architectural piece with sort of 2 structures. One is a cube that juts out of the mountain with this offset tower built into the side of it. This is all about 70 feet off the ground, and the path to get there is a winding path that cuts to your left and then swoops back to your right. It looks like a formidable tower in many ways. One is the angular nature of it. The parapet at the top is a flat wall. It doesn't have the juts that you'd expect from a castle wall. The building is built to defend itself against anyone trying to make it up this path. The angle at which you'd have to cut, you actually would have to cut twice across the archer path of this tower in order to get to the front wall, which would leave you exposed to this giant flanking wall. It looks very imposing, and the stories that you've all heard of how this tower has never fallen make absolute sense looking upon it. It is an absolute monstrosity to siege. easy to siege because it, hard for them to get out of it.
Yeah.
But difficult to take. Mm-hmm. It stands probably 20 stories tall itself once you actually get up to the base of what you can see of it. And the tower to the right continues down almost to the ground level. And you can see this winding pathway has a bridge on that first path. And there is a sewage grate, a very large kind of grate at the bottom of that tower that leads to this river of water that passes down out of the mountain into this town. And the sewer grate seems rather large because a rather large amount of water seems to be coming out of this tower. And it seems that is the main water source for the people of Dargard, is this river that is almost coming out of the mountain and into town. The town is a little bit difficult to discern individual buildings out of. The architecture here and the wood that they're using is so consistent that telling one building from another is a little bit hard. Houses and mills kind of look the same here, but the signs are all in common, and so if you're looking for anything in particular, you can find it. You hear a lot of people here speak Goblin, but there is also a fair amount of common being thrown around, and it seems like you'll be able to get around rather easily if you'd like to. What would you guys like to do?
Is there anything that we actually need here, or is it?
No,
One thing I will say is you've noticed that Lidara is missing. She's gone.
Oh.
Upon entering the town, she's not immediately visible to you all.
What we?
Lidara.
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
I don't want to scare people.
No, that's totally fair.
Yeah, people kind of freak out when they see a ghost.
I can't do an accent when I whisper like this.
I didn't expect that.
Wow.
Maybe they have some. Do we even have any money? Do they even accept currents?
He just said.
If we have coins, so we have gold.
No, do we have any money?
We have 49 gold, and I do. The holdout over there has more.
Holdout.
You said something that you didn't give me your gold.
I got like 30. I don't know. That's not that much.
The holdout.
So we got 79 total.
Do we
if
need,
Harvest wants to share
potions or something like that?
I mean, if we're going into danger, maybe. But
I don't know.
Do you guys have any potions right now?
No, we drank all of our potions to survive. Yeah,
That's not good.
No, I know. But the potions were expensive. They were like 80 each, and that was, I think, with the discount.
Maybe they're marked down here because they don't get many travelers.
Well, that, and also we did collect. I have written down a shit ton of food, as well as some Sirmesti spices that they might trade well. I don't know how many spices they get out here, and 6 flasks of the alchemist fire. Unless we use that, but we could potentially trade for health.
Who had the alchemist fire?
We split it, but all
Okay.
of us, yeah. But we have 6.
You also
I
have
the
Teller's things. They didn't. Their weapon is. Their weapons are gone, but you have all their other
they're
stuff.
packed.
sell all their extra pairs of socks and their books. I'm kidding.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just having a problem with my leg right now. That's weird. That's so weird.
Brain freeze.
I'm sorry.
Leg freeze.
I'm just gonna stretch it out.
Cool. What would you guys like to do?
Well,
We're going to town, and
yeah. Coming in through the front looks like an awful idea, so maybe we shouldn't do that.
I mean,
I think there's only one. I think there's only one entrance.
Aside from Isbin's entrance, it seems.
Sure, but I mean, we told that guy we were going into town. I think if we don't, that's.
No, we're in the town now.
You're at the edge of it.
Oh, you mean
quite entered,
we just woke up to Dargard Keep?
we could try.
I mean, yeah, just have a walk about town and see if we see anything.
Yeah, I think about town. Yeah, I don't want to walk up to the keep. I think that
No,
might
we don't
draw
have to
some
do
attention.
that. But I think at least going in the town and walking around, maybe
Yeah,
Spittles will notice that we.
leisurely stroll.
Let's just do that.
Maybe we should just go buy some mushrooms and pretend
No, they'll
sneak
know we
out and
bought
go around the
mushrooms.
back.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
To buy anything, you just.
All right. Well, let's keep an open eye for some kind of alchemist shop,
Great.
and we'll see what the prices are like.
Great.
Let's do that.
Would you like to ask around for an alchemist?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Very casually.
Captain Spittles is just ahead of you, so he kind of points over. He says if you go 3 blocks down that way, you're gonna turn left, and then you're gonna turn right, and then it's gonna be 4 shops down.
Perfect. Thank you.
Left and right, 4 shops down.
Write that down.
Or go to the alchemist shop.
It is easy to find. Once you make that right turn that puts you on the block, you see there is a very large cauldron that is sitting in front of one store.
My money's on that one.
And
Little I have.
when you get there, you see the cauldron itself is somewhat filled with water, but it looks like just water, and you're not quite sure.
Veritaserum.
Is that what's in there?
Just on the street, powerful truth-telling concoction.
Yeah,
Have a
never
sip,
mind,
see
never
what
mind.
happens.
Never mind.
It's just free.
Never mind.
Take a scoop, leave a scoop.
You
Hello?
walk in the store and you see behind the counter. It's a very low counter. Everything in here is very low. There is a very old goblin. Their skin was green once upon a time, but you can see like at the tips of their ears and like around where they've lost their hair, across their shoulders, there's this like almost like tinge of blue that seems to fade in and out of their wrinkles as they look over at you, but behind just the most like thick spectacles you've ever seen in your life. Their eyes are suddenly anime style eyes as they've been magnified over and over as they're attempting to look over at you. And you see these sort of like gnarly fingers with these very intricate rings that seem to have almost like hooks on the end of them that you're not sure what that is for, but they kind of hold their hands up near their face when they're talking, and so you kind of clock them immediately. And they just kind of look over at you and they're like, "Oh, yes. Welcome in. Welcome in. What can I do for you?"
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yes. Hello.
We're wondering if perhaps you had any health potions for sale.
Ooh, health potions, yes. Yes, I do have a few. The military bought most of my supply.
Right, of course.
They're heading somewhere, which will be good for me. I'm so tired of working for them. But I have 2 or 3. Do you have coin?
We do. We're just questioning whether or not we have enough. What are your prices?
Regular health potions, about 50 gold.
It's not too bad for one regular.
That's a pretty standard price. I'm fair.
No,
of
that's
course,
fair
yeah.
across where we've been. We need one. At least one.
I think we should grab one.
Why
Yeah,
not?
you never know. You know, the forest can be dangerous.
Okay.
It's good to have. Yeah.
And she like brings out. It looks like a health potion. It's a little bit thicker. Like as she like moves the bottle and checks it, it moves a little bit like.
Molasses?
Yeah.
It's like honey.
Like
But-
a honey,
She seems confident in it. So mark off 50 gold, and there's a health potion for you.
I'll just take my
Take one off.
30. No. Take my 30 because I don't want to have to fucking math
I'll mark
it.
off 20 then.
So
You mentioned that the soldiers are moving out. Do you know where they're going?
Make a persuasion roll for me.
Persuasion. I'm proficient.
You got charisma, baby.
And that's a natural 1.
Oh, fuck off.
wow.
Damn it.
Wow.
That's an 8.
I don't think that you need to know that.
Right.
That's fair.
Fair.
This
Yeah,
one's
letting the
curiosity.
curiosity getting the best of you there, bud.
Sorry, I don't know who you are.
That's
so-
completely
No,
valid.
that's absolutely fair.
They're a good contract. I don't want to ruin my opportunities with them.
No.
They wear me out, but they pay good coin.
Absolutely.
That's good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I overcharge them.
I see what you
Oh, I
did
know
there.
Lord Salt is good for it.
Well, I assume you and amongst the rest of the town supply the keep with all of their needs, food, potions, weapons, all that.
No.
Oh, really?
Where are you from?
Originally or just recently?
I'm just surprised you don't know about Doggart Keep.
Well, we're just traveling about, kind of finding our way through the towns and making coin. We're a bit of explorers and wanderers, really, so it's been years since any of us have been home.
Oh, everyone in the keep was dead.
Well, that's
They're like
news to me.
they're like undead, but we don't feed them. They don't need.
That makes sense. Undead
It's
don't
mostly
need to eat.
ghosts.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Spooky fucks.
I didn't know that. That's very interesting. I didn't know that ghosts were real. Yeah. We can't. We all. I mean, I've lived down south of Tamambusik since I was just a wee lad. I came from north of here, obviously, but that's how we all met. We all grew up in the forests, with the elves.
I'm surprised you've never seen ghosts before. They're sort of plentiful everywhere.
Well,
in my experience.
even traveling through the forest, we've encountered a few undead.
But it's very jarring, you know, and I'm just not used to it.
Yes, it's very jarring. I
Yeah.
agree.
What's it like living beside them?
Fine?
No.
It's wet here.
Oh, yeah, we noticed that.
Yes, but rainwater is healthy and
It is.
it's good for you.
Do the ghosts come out? Like, do they?
They can't leave.
Oh,
They were cursed.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I
that's
like
fascinating.
curses.
How long ago were they cursed?
Are you unaware of the history of? Oh my
I'm
gosh!
just making conversation, really.
I've never met anyone in my entire life who was unaware of the story of Lord Soth. And,
He didn't go to school.
oh my! Well,
I
Lord
didn't- yeah,
Soth.
yeah, definitely
Yes,
didn't
no,
pay
happy
attention.
to tell you. Happy to tell you. Lord Soth. I love a gossip. This is such old gossip, though. And she's really come to life. Like the apothecary stuff, she was like, "That's
It's
my
like-
job."
It's like when you have a person see the Lord of the Rings for the first time,
Yeah,
and you're
exactly.
like, he broke his toes.
Did you know?
Yeah.
So,
Wait, what?
Lord Soth. Lord Soth was married to this woman. I've heard good things about her, but he apparently disappeared for a time and came back with this elf that he was suddenly in love with, and so he spurned his wife and
Oh, man.
tried to leave her for this new, younger, maybe older. Elves are weird. You know that. You're half elf, right?
Yeah, we have our moments.
And then basically the shit hit the fan, as they say.
What's a fan?
So a fan is.
Someone who admires you.
Have you ever met a king before?
Well,
Sometimes they'll have someone who stands next to them with a large branch, and they will wave to cool them off in the summer.
why would you throw shit at that person? Then?
Well, jesters trying to make the king laugh. It's sort of a comedic
And
bit.
then imagine shit on it,
Oh.
it just flings it at you.
Oh,
The
that's-
whole
was
time.
Yes.
playing at the king, so
That's awful.
Yes.
No,
that would get the
that's-
jester killed, I think.
That's why you hit the fan and not the king. It's sort of a
But what if it splashes back off the fan onto the king?
Well, then yes, you lose your head. That's
Yeah,
why you've got to have
it's a
very
gamble.
good aim.
Talk about a
Jesters are very
shitty
proficient
death.
at many things. They're a jack of all trades, I believe, is what they say. Because if you fuck up, you die.
Yeah, couldn't be
Not
me.
very long lived.
Jesters? No, I can't say I've ever met an old jester,
Yes.
I think eventually you're bound to fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. It
Short
depends
li-
on the
short
court
life
you're
ex-
in. Some kings are nicer than others.
That's fair.
Yes.
They have a shorter life expectancy than soldiers.
But yes, so Lord Soth was cursed, and his new wife, the elf, apparently didn't love him all that much. But,
That's too bad.
Was he rich?
well, yes.
Yeah, well.
He's the king, I guess.
Did
Yeah,
this
not a looker.
New elf, did she have a name?
She did. She absolutely did.
Oh, absolutely did. What a beautiful name.
No! She didn't have a
No,
name!
she definitely did.
Let me consult Wikipedia.
I
I actually have a Reddit forum.
I can't. I'm very old and I can't remember what it was.
No, of course we don't.
There's
need to
a book
pry
somewhere with
for-
that information.
sure.
For sure.
Well, his wife was Corinne,
Ah.
Good
and
name, Corinne.
his new wife was Isolde Denisa.
If you say write that down, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
It's old. Alright.
Denise.
Isolde.
Alright, alright.
Isolde, maybe? I don't know how you pronounce these elvish names.
Corinne.
How do you pronounce the elvish names?
Isolde was absolutely fine.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
There you
look
go.
at me
Well
go.
done.
It could be
Point
Delisa,
me.
Delisa, it might be either, but Isolde
Yes.
is absolutely fine.
And so,
Isolde, maybe.
yes, she was, he was cursed. And he has been cursed. Everyone who was in the castle at the time was cursed, and they've been stuck there ever since.
That sounds awful.
That's not
Yes.
fun for anyone.
One day the curse will be broken, they say.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's a thing? You can break curses?
Yes, apparently.
Is it like
How do you do that?
Wouldn't also anything tied to the curse just Or would they be freed?
I believe they're freed.
That's nice.
Oh,
Yes.
like they don't die. They can leave.
Well, they're excited about the idea of the curse being broken.
So they
That would tell
probably
me
would
they'll live.
stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something about Isolde, the elvish princess. I don't know if she was a princess before, but she married him, and he was the ruler of the realm.
Of course, yeah.
Tracks.
If she were to return to the keep, then the curse could be broken.
So she
That's
fled.
fascinating.
Yes, after she cast the curse, or bestowed the curse. I think that's the right word.
It was Isolde who placed the curse.
She was a part of it, yes.
But she was the reason for the curse, wasn't she?
Well, it was his lies
Yes,
and
but-
manipulations. She was very upset that he was married. Have
Oh,
you
she
ever?
didn't know that.
No, he lied to
No.
both of them.
Oh, I
What
thought
a
that she was-
scandal!
Unbelievable.
This is juicy fucking gossip.
I thought she was involved. but
No,
that makes
so
a lot more
Wow.
this
sense.
seems like the combined
No,
hatred
she
of both
was lied
women.
to. Yes, he
Wow.
went off adventuring somewhere,
Right.
disappeared for a time, came
Right.
back with her, and tried to kind of deal with his wife before his new wife found out, and well, they were both very upset.
That's wow. Lord Sloth kind of sounds like a bit of a prick.
Again, just
Yes,
communication.
he's not a
goes-
good person.
Right.
Is there any record of where Isolde went? Or I guess people would have found her by now.
I believe she went home.
To Sylvanesti or...
Or colonist,
Oh.
whichever.
Kaganesti, there's any of the elvish places really
Any
could
of
be.
the Estes.
I feel like I would have heard of her if she was a Sylvan STL.
She also may have changed her name.
You've
especially
heard of this person
Yeah.
a lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's old.
you-
Oh, well, yeah.
the,
it's-
the story of Lord
Yeah.
Soth, like you're,
Yeah.
this is famous, and you've obviously
Yeah.
heard about this
Yeah,
through because it's
No,
so.
we're just having
Lord
gossip.
Soth was a knight of Slamia.
Gossip. fun
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
we're just
Yeah.
trying to like suss out her.
But nobody knows what
opinion.
happened to his old after that.
Yeah.
But man, it seems if everybody knows this story. Maybe she's changed her name.
Well, you know.
I mean, it's clear that you know her name, so why would she
Everybody
continue?
knows her name.
Well-
She was very famous for a time.
Like I said, didn't go to school.
Yes.
Is there
And
any-
neither did I. I just am a fan of stories.
Is there any record of what she looked like?
Not that I've
Paintings
ever
or-
seen.
Oh.
I don't have any pictures.
Well, thank you for this enlightening.
Well, thank you for buying a health
day.
potion.
Yes,
No, of course.
yes.
And for the proverbial tea.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
Tea? Would you like some tea?
No. The gossip tea.
That's what we call tea. Is like gossip.
Gossip. It's
You know,
Oh, I've never
stories.
heard that one before.
Yeah,
What?
it's-
Oh, is it because it's like said over tea?
in a
Often,
way,
yeah.
Okay.
Often you have tea because
I
of what
can
the
understand how
gossip-
you got there. That's,
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
So what
yeah.
does spilling it have to do with anything?
Why are you spilling tea?
Well, that's what I heard too.
Yeah,
is
why-
when
don't waste it.
When you spill it,
No,
it's
the
like, oh, here it all is. Oh, my fault.
Maybe that's exactly it. I guess it's the same kind of
Yeah.
idea.
Oh, one more question before we head off. We had a friend who said that they might come by through here. Another elf. I don't know if you saw anyone.
Brown hair.
They might not be here, but we
Fantastic
thought we'd ask.
wordplay, really. Bit dramatic.
Like a jester?
Not
Kinda-
quite.
kinda.
Well,
In a way.
they have their moments.
No.
A sharp tongue.
No,
But,
I'm so sorry. No. I
No,
haven't
okay.
seen-
No worries.
I haven't seen many
no
elves in my
worries.
life. Honestly, it's been kind of nice chatting to someone.
Wow, likewise.
I've always heard you were very boring because you're so old.
That's fair.
They
I'm a
certainly,
younger one, I guess.
They certainly don't like jokes.
How old are you?
73.
No shit!
Yeah.
But you can't be.
I'm 47!
Oh.
How is that fair?
It's just genetics from different.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna die next week and you look like...
Look, if it makes you feel better, he matures much slower. So
She's calling me dumb, which is accurate.
Well, clearly you didn't
Yeah.
know anything about Lord Soth. You didn't pay
That's what
attention
I
in
mean.
school.
No, I was
I
a
heard
bit
you
of
had
a.
great academies in Sylvanesti, but apparently you're all idiots.
I was quite a. No, not all of them. I was a.
Sorry,
jackass.
that was mean.
no, that was a good
I'm
joke.
taking my anger out because I'm probably gonna die, and you're gonna live for so long, and it just seems, at the end of your life, you sometimes have regrets.
That's fair.
And I killed my husband, and he deserved it. But I've been very lonely ever since. and
Did your husband also go adventuring and come back with a strange new...
No, but wouldn't that be hilarious?
That would be like poetry.
It rhymes.
What did your husband do?
He was just a prick who didn't do very much, to be honest.
Well, good on you then.
Well deserved.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he deserved it. I don't want to get too much. It's dark. It's a sad story.
That's
but
okay.
That's fine. I'm
He
sure that's a
deserved it.
side quest for later.
I'm not in prison, which should tell you a lot about what happened.
Good for you.
People know that I killed my husband, and I am A-okay.
Well, I am very happy for you. Thank you for this lovely conversation.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
So darn
Is
likable.
there anything else you need?
I think we're good. I mean, we don't... Yeah, I think we're
No,
good.
consider us enriched. That was
All right,
wonderful.
goodbye. I will see you maybe
Take care.
again, maybe not, if you're leaving.
I don't know.
Might just be
but-
passing through.
Yeah.
All right. Have fun.
Well, I think it's... As we walk out,
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say that Teller didn't come through the town.
No,
So
I don't
people
think
would have
so.
seen an elf.
Well, I guess it depends on if you went into like this particular shop, but the guard captain also didn't see an elf, and I think that they draw some attention.
But
So
also, if let's just say he didn't come here through his own will, is there a different place that people are dragged through? You don't think you would drag them through a town?
How do we ask him
no,
that?
well that's the thing is he might have gone into the keep another way if he was headed towards the keep. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. And if we don't really want to ask about, hey, was someone brought here against their will? Because then if we're affiliated with someone that might be...
Well, we didn't see.
Hey, was someone brought here against their will?
well, we didn't see.
You know what I mean, right? Or it's like, was someone dragged through
Totally
town?
normal thing.
Hey,
There
was
were no
someone...
signs of a scuffle, at least that I saw on our way here. So I think either Teller found out something and didn't tell us, but that seems unlikely, or something charmed him.
Lidara,
Yes.
is there a way that prisoners might be taken into Dargard Keep, or another way that's not through the town? Or at least not directly through the town?
There were certain they could have gone through the river. If they were to go up the river stream, you can get into the bottom of the keep through the river.
Is that a common thing that...
Yes, a lot of supplies are brought. There's sort of a elevator system that we would pull food up through. It's just a bit easier. The grain store at the bottom of Dargard Keep is there.
That was probably no longer used now that nobody needs food for a couple of 100 years.
Oh, I don't know that it's been opened.
Fuck.
Is that... How do we
But
get...
it's possible that that's a way in.
Yeah.
There's also they have dragons, so maybe they can fly.
Right.
I don't like
I don't
dragons.
think Teller's in this town. I think we have to get into the keep.
If we
Yeah.
go through the river, do you know the way?
I mean, the river's the river.
Or
but
we go the way that Ispin went.
it would be getting through the gate would be the problem.
Yeah.
It has to be raised from inside Dargard Keep, so...
Yeah, no, fuck
Can you
that.
go inside and possess someone and then open the gate?
No.
Oh, because they're all ghosts as well.
Well, yes, it does open magically, but I wouldn't be able to do that for you.
So
Right.
it sounds like our only option is... And I imagine
The
we've
way
gone
of
into
That's
like
Islam.
a...
actually a good point. I don't know. Someone would have to physically open the gate, so someone would have to be inside if that was the way they went.
Lisbon's way it is.
But
Well, that's like what, the sewers? Is there tunnels?
Secret
into the mountain,
tunnels.
yes.
Into the mountain.
Yes, but you'd have to go to the other side of the mountain.
Yeah, that's rough.
And those are heavily guarded.
And of course we can't rule out the possibility of magic.
Yeah, no, we
Right.
can't do that.
The backside of Dargard Keep, the tunnels open up into a very large village of ogres who've lived there for centuries. Well, at least...
Oh,
As
I
far
was
as I know.
thinking of selling this axe, but maybe I'll keep that handy.
I think...
I don't know what that
imagine
means.
We've kind of like tucked into like a little alleyway somewhere,
Sure.
like unseen, while we have this conversation. Maybe then...
Roll a perception check for me.
Not you.
Yeah, that one let you down.
Not you.
I have terrible... No, I have good perception. 16.
As you are poking through some alleys to find a quiet place to have a conversation, you see wanted posters on the walls at the entrance of one of the alleys.
Oh, shit.
And when you look at the wanted posters, you see Ispin,
Oh.
Becklin, Cudgel, and Teller.
Oh, fuck.
Ispin's adventuring party.
Right. Yeah.
And they're not great sketches of them.
Right.
But
But
you can tell.
Their names are on their
Okay.
things, and you do see their four faces on the wall in decent style.
This might explain why.
The cudgel one is kind of the worst one. There's
Yeah.
way too much facial hair. Like they said, like female dwarf, and it looks like Gimli. But the other three are passable.
Can I take down tellers and like keep it for myself?
Yeah, sure. Are you doing that? You're at like the mouth of an alley, so are you doing that secretly, or are you?
No, kind of like if I were to present it, it'd be like almost like a bounty hunter.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
Like take
Make
it
an
like.
intimidation check for me.
Well, fuck. Which is good thing it's not strength.
We're gonna use that
Oh,
optional.
shit!
If you want to use your
Yeah.
strength for intimidation from now on, go for it. Because I
Thank you.
don't like the D&D rule.
Yeah.
12.
You puff your it wasn't a super hard DC.
Yeah.
But you puff your chest out enough that like you're fairly certain if anyone watched, they wouldn't think that
Yeah.
there was anything sneaky going on.
Great.
Okay.
Like maybe
You
I'm in
very
it for some
intentionally
coin.
grab it.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
Why are you? What are you gonna do with that?
well, one, and I roll it up as I'm talking to you, like being like we're a gang or something. I put it just in my shirt. One, if we need to ask around, we have reference now. Two, fuck it. Reason one, we have something to show people.
Oh, what if we go back to the to Captain
Well, no,
Captain Spittles?
well,
Good thing I wrote it down.
I was gonna say we can't really talk to the captain. I don't think that's a good idea. But if we went to maybe wherever the jail was, and we were like, "This guy owes us money. Can we collect before you kill him?"
Well, that's kind of the thing, right?
That's
You could've-
assuming he's here. So what I was thinking is if we pose ourselves as bounty hunters, and the whole mushroom thing's a front, we kind of try and lay low. But
Okay.
we're looking for him, and we were on his tail through the woods. That's why we're here. So if
Okay.
maybe
That's
Captain Spittles knows something,
Smart.
and then we'll get a lead, and then maybe find out where he is, if he's here at all.
It's not bad.
So
Alright.
wait. Run that back for me really quick.
So long
the
story
idea
short,
is that the mushroom thing is a front.
we
And
say that when we don't
say-
trust people.
And we say we're following him through the woods.
Okay.
Because we knew he was wanted. We wanted a bounty.
Mm-hmm.
We lost him. Have you seen him?
Okay.
That's not
Yeah,
bad. That's not
That's
bad.
not bad. You know, that's not bad. That's not bad.
And then maybe they say, "Oh yeah, we got him," and then we say, "Damn."
Right. Yeah. That's too bad.
You rehearse the damn. Make sure you snap too.
Yeah.
And then we'll and then Ben kind of grabs the one of Cudgel and the one of
Becklin.
Isbin
Oh, it's been.
Okay.
and Becklin and rolls them up as well and gives them to you. And
Okay.
then we say, "Well, we'll go find the other ones then."
Okay.
Right.
I
Sure,
heard
yeah.
Isbin's up north of the river.
Yeah.
Something like that.
absolutely.
Right,
We're
okay.
just rumor
All right,
chasing.
all right.
I love it.
I'm not gonna do the talking on that one.
I
so-
can absolutely do that. Or you ban you.
Right.
You're
So
the
you guys
one that
gonna go
looks
look
more
for
like a
Captain
mercenary.
Spittles?
Yeah. Why not? Find
Alright.
Spittles. see
He's
what's
not
going on.
hard to find.
He seemed very nice.
There is sort of a sheriff little section. He's got his own little house at the edge of town, and you see sort of the there's a hanging sign on it, and it's that same like upward blue arrow with the blue sun shooting its rays above. And so you're reasonably certain this is where Captain Seville's can be found. When you come in, you see that he is sitting there at the desk at the front with his feet up, just sort of thumbing through a book. Yeah. What are you guys doing here?
It's good to see you again.
Yeah, do you need something else before you go?
So we were just on our way out. We were asking around town, and well, I think we've got to be a bit upfront with you. We're not actually here looking for mushrooms.
He pulls his feet off of his desk, sits up a little
I,
straighter, puts his book down.
Pull out Teller's thing, start to unravel
We're-
it as you speak.
We're bounty hunters, and we've been following this fella
and
through
then put
the
it
woods.
down on the table.
And
All right, roll a deception check for me.
Is this with helping maybe?
Nope.
Fuck. But your charisma's good. Hey.
That's a 19.
All right.
15 plus 4.
Why the mushroom shit earlier?
Well, we were trying to lay low because, you never know out here. He might have spies, and maybe...
Who were you going to collect the bounty from? You tried to lay low with me?
Well,
We weren't
wanted to
sure
be
at first if you were the one paying out the bounty at the town guard. We just want...
All right.
Perhaps even on our roads of travel, we got a little too superstitious or worried, but You called it. We're heavily armed.
It's
and
best not to reveal your hand
Right
too
away.
quickly.
I knew it. What do you need?
Well, we've asked around town just because we lost his trail not far from here.
just up and vanished.
And we were curious if maybe he came through the town in some sort of disguise, but no one seems to have seen an elf or any sort. So we figured, may as well ask you. We trust that you'll, in your discretion.
Yeah, and we tracked him this far too.
It doesn't make sense that he'd go anywhere else.
I was being honest with you earlier.
Never seen him, eh?
That's okay.
Is there a way maybe that... I mean, who is the bounty's with you, correct?
Yeah, and you see behind him, like, there are the jail cells. There's, like, one, like, furball leaning against the wall and one with just, like, drool dripping down his chin.
Perhaps he avoided the town because
That makes
everyone's
sense.
looking for him, so he might have to search outside.
He might have gone around. Would you mind if we take a look, like, all the way on the outskirts of the wall to see if he got sneaky around, anything like that?
Is there anything near here that he may
Not
have?
telling you to do anything. You do what you want to do.
Just in case we look nosy or suspicious going around the sides of the keep and things like that too. We want to find this
keep?
person. We have no idea where he went.
Look, my jurisdiction ends at the water. If you're going up to the keep, that is...
Did he
No,
look
that's fair. That's fair.
Scared when he said the keep? Or?
No,
Oh, okay, he's just not.
Roll an insight check for me.
Not my job.
No, my guy. He's like, I don't care. That's Mississauga, Oakville. I don't give a I don't give a shit. He
That is
said
such a specific
I
joke.
know, right?
insights would be under the word I plus 415.
I like that. Thank Mark Davies in chat got my joke, and I'm really appreciative of that.
Wait, what was the joke?
Don't worry about it.
No!
Mark Davies in chat is just also
Mark
an
Davies in
NPC,
chat.
just
It's
a
one of the
person hanging
guards.
out here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I just got a job here while I look
The
around.
Furbolg in prison is Mark Davies
Yeah,
in
just leaning
chat.
on the wall, be like, I got the joke.
Hey, Mark Davies in chat.
Hey there.
What did you roll?
15.
There was surprise that you would want to go to the keep.
Okay.
Not fear, but definitely a like. There was a moment of hesitation in him being like, "Do they know? What do they like?"
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Gotcha. So I pick up on like almost a warning, like why would you ever want to go
Yeah.
to the keep? Got it. Okay.
It's a place that people avoid.
Got it.
We I guess the question is there anything sort of near here that he might have been attracted to? We've been following him for a while, so
There's a lot of really attractive women in town. So if you're looking for attraction,
To the bar. No,
there's
I'm
a
just kidding.
good tea house here.
Well, we know that he's penchant for a good story. So I guess in many ways the thought might be that he's interested in Dargard Keep itself. So
Ugh.
All right, well that's
We don't-
thankfully not my problem.
we were hoping to avoid having to maybe go look around there because it's the story
Yeah,
is
I
great.
wouldn't.
Yeah, but
I don't know if that's worth the bounty at
I don't
that
know how
point,
you get
know?
in.
No, I mean, kind of. We might just like walk past to see if anyone's climbed, scuffled, move.
and then we might just have to go find one of the other ones and
Yeah.
try our luck with those bounties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Well,
Well, no skin off my teeth.
so fucking close.
Well, we'll be back if we find him.
Please.
All right.
I get a cut of it, so please bring him to me.
we can do that.
Yeah, not a problem. Appreciate it, Captain. Thank you.
He goes back to his book.
Kind of like skirt
All right.
off a little bit.
Let's start making our way around the outskirts, and well, I guess I'm on camp duty.
As we leave.
That's the like cut to commercials.
I guess fade to black.
Ozempic.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
You know.
And then as we come
That
back
fucking
to
song.
it, goes,
I know.
That's funny.
Dusk
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Back to it.
With a French horn.
Fuck you. You know they sound beautiful.
So you head back through the town, and you see there is a dividing line at the edge of this town where the main thoroughfare of the town begins this ascent up the mountain in this path, and the path itself seems to go about 30 feet, and then hard turns before coming up about 50 feet up to the gate door that sits on the cylindrical right tower, that tower that extends all the way down in this section of earth that has been carved out to lead to the base of the river. And so there's sort of these two gates, one at the river and one up that is more of the entrance. The as you get to this dividing line, there is a point where nobody seems to cross. And there's even a couple more houses of this same sort of dank, wooded architecture. But doesn't seem to be anyone in them. And there's just a line in the sand that nobody seems to be crossing. And as you get close, you do feel there is a chill in the air the closer you get to Dargard Keep. And as you get close to this kind of line, you realize it doesn't feel very good to move forward from here.
Yeah. Are there any footprints on the path? Like, does it look like anyone has gone up it recently at all? Or is it like...
Roll an investigation check for me.
Right.
You can do it.
With disadvantage, because you're actually looking from afar. You're not, like, on the path. You haven't crossed that line yet.
I give you binoculars. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's a 2.
Yeah, you're too far away to tell.
Too far away.
Fucking great.
Solinari
Smacks this, kills me.
goes to another plane of existence, and Bannon loses
It's like, you know
all
what,
of
this
his paladin
plane, not
powers.
worth it.
Yeah.
A giant divine hand reaches from the clouds and
You're just the guy
It's like
with
the
a shield
Batman
now.
hand with Robin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you see,
What'd your parents get you for Christmas? My parents are dead.
you feel a ghostly tap on your shoulder. And you...
Oh.
Yes.
Lidaris sort of like appears in front of you, trying to hide from all of the people behind in town, using your like mass to kind of
fair.
hide her ghostly form. And she points up to the right of this cylindrical tower, and she's like, "There, do you see that window?" And you look up and you follow her hand, and where she's pointing, there is a section of the brick that is missing. And there is this open sort of like, if you counted the windows around it, it looks like these 3 window section of the wall is just gone. And she just points, she's like, "That's where it's been climbed up to. That's where he got in and out."
can you lead us the path that he used to get out? Up there without being seen?
Without being seen would be hard. It's just that exposed, and you see like there is this like exposed mountainside that you could climb up to get to this window. It is built into the mountain, so climbing the outside of the mountain itself is a viable path up and down.
Right.
But
And
it
if
is
it's at-
the middle of the day. So
if it's at night,
Maybe
I don't think there'll be enough light from the town to...
To light up where we are?
It's far enough away. It looks like no one lives in
Yeah.
these houses. It looks like no one wants to come in this
And
direction
does
at all.
much undead travel through this unbothered?
you have not seen any undead in town.
So I
Got
mean,
it.
the
Other than
captain
Lidar.
didn't seem to have any issue with us trying to get in. It doesn't seem like it's going to be illegal. And my only concern would be that army. They might have a problem.
Yeah, but they're
with
not going to go out through the side.
it. Yeah, I mean,
You have not seen an army.
Yeah.
You've not seen evidence of an army yet.
I think that we should, just to be thorough, kind of like look around the perimeter of the town outside to see if we can find any signs of Teller at all. And if not, then we wait for nightfall and we climb in there.
Let's
that
do it.
makes sense.
I'm
Yeah.
happy with that.
Let's go for it.
Fuck Teller.
I'm
I'm starting to believe it wasn't his
I think he
idea.
may have been taken.
Come on,
Yeah.
Teller's smarter
And
than
you guys
this.
have a particular set of skills.
And I will find them, and I will kill them.
It's just
My only, I was a bit worried when I saw the bounty that someone else had like found him and turned him in. But if they
Yeah.
don't have him yet, that's a good sign.
All right.
Alright.
What would you like to do?
Well, let's go investigate around like
Yeah.
the wall of like the town, like outskirts, like even if you don't find anything looking like we're
A crumpled up page, anything. Breadcrumbs.
yeah.
Roll an investigation check for me.
We'll wait for the
A
cover
crumpled up
A
page.
crumpled up page.
Yeah, of a spell
Yeah,
that
exactly.
had lit on
like
fire.
anything,
Some
right?
paper ash.
We'll
Forgot what
stop
my
and we'll have a quick
investigation was.
like meal before
Two.
night. We'll set up camp for the evening and then we'll
And then
head
we'll
in.
come back and climb up.
8. It's not the greatest.
You head west. Like trying to.
Never eat shredded.
Yeah.
You head west towards that circular tower,
Yeah.
and you're following the river, and you realize that you have stumbled upon the military encampment that is at the base of this mountain here.
Got it.
And you have, but they paying so much attention to Dargar Keep and that chill in you, you've gotten a little closer than you would want to,
Gotcha.
unannounced.
Oh, fuck.
And you see sort of an ogre sitting at a campfire in like the full, a similar kind of half plate, not as covered, ogres aren't as concerned with their well-being, just kind of looks over at you with this mutton leg in its mouth, kind of puts it down. What are you doing over here?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Apologies. We're tracking.
You're showing the bounty.
Yeah,
I mean,
and he
you
just puts out
probably know.
Teller's headshot.
Bard, yeah.
Yeah, we lost his trailer back up at the neck of the woods, and we've been kind of exploring around the walls, around the keep.
This is the military encampment. It's off limits. You stay in the town with everybody else.
Absolutely. You would have seen this fellow if they passed by?
Yeah.
And they didn't.
No.
All right. Well,
We're
Enough for
looking
me.
for him, but...
that saves us having to search over here.
Yeah,
so
scrumble. Back in my...
Thank you so much for your time.
Didn't mean to overstep.
Just be careful.
As
are they wearing any colored sashes to indicate
Any familiar insignia?
the like the? Like,
This is
different
they're in the
Tikizis?
same arm. They're in the same sort of black plate coloring of
the town?
captain was.
Okay.
There's no red sashes anywhere.
No.
Cool. Just checking. All right. Well, I guess we'll go check over here.
you mean ogre here?
It's 3.
You're really pushing it today.
Yeah.
You wanted him to stop making reference jokes.
You made me-
so,
I know,
made
but
me
he's
leave.
replaced it with just puns.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm okay. I'm taking psychic.
Are they punishing?
God damn it.
That one wasn't even good.
I thought it was great. All right.
God.
We're gonna go investigate the other
No,
way.
I quit the show.
DM, what's the other way?
The other way is the river. The other way is just sort of away from Darkguard Keep, and the way that the river heads out towards.
No papers, breadcrumbs.
With an 8, no, you guys don't find much of anything.
Oh, we can't reroll for the other side.
Right. Maybe let's just set up our camp. We'll
It might be
rest.
good to get rest before
Maybe
we
get a little
climb.
bit of sleep before night, so we don't, end up like you were the other day with.
Don't fucking remind me. Oh, is there one night left, or is
There's-
tonight the full moon?
No, it's the night after tonight.
Thank God.
Bless.
Yeah. No, you have one more day.
Great, thank you. I have one, but I was like, oh, does that mean today or does that mean tomorrow? It's one more sleep.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right, let's. Well, I guess you lost the spin the shield, so
I'll set up the camp. I know.
we'll find a place that's like not far enough away to be fucking. No, we'll go a little bit of ways because they might be like, why aren't you staying at an inn? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll look like we've given up
I mean,
on this bounty and
yeah, make it look like we've
yeah.
left.
So head like not back the way that we had like come, but kind of halfway between where we were coming from towards the city,
Maybe it's like
and
an
then
hour's out from the
Yeah,
city. So
it's
we'd have
easy
to-
enough.
great, yeah.
You guys set up your camp. And you weren't in town long. You were maybe in town for a couple of hours, so it's only like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
As you kind of just set up a campfire, buckle down, share a meal, take a nap. Do you want to like fully long rest?
I think it's more just to avoid a possible point of exhaustion if we don't get sleep tonight.
So you rest enough that you feel you nap, you feel pretty good.
Yeah.
It's probably a short rest.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't need it. But
At least, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm at full everything, so
I'm gonna
it
take
doesn't
it anyway,
matter,
just to be
but
on the safe side. But
So you wake up, and it is night. You had it. I'm gonna say that one of you kept guard.
yeah, sure.
You're close enough to the town at this point where it doesn't seem like there's that much movement in these woods.
Yeah.
They still don't feel great, but
There's no skeletons.
yeah,
walking
you
in.
haven't seen any undead within a few miles of this town.
Great.
And night has fallen. It's time for whatever this plan is going to be. So what would you like to do?
I think we're just gonna go
Sneak back.
sneak back and climb through Isbin's entrance.
Yeah.
So in order for you to do that, you are going to have to get around the military encampment that is on that west side of the town.
Can we not go through the town and up that way?
You just did that, and you ran into a
Oh, that's
campfire
where
of
the camp-
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was outside the town.
That was to the west. And so the basically like on the western side is the military encampment, and then the path up to the tower.
Is there any other way that we saw up to that would allow us to go around the military encampment, or do we have
You
to
could go around the military encampment entirely and then climb up the other side. It'll take you a couple of hours, but
Yeah, I mean, we rested most of the day, so we can get started like earlier in the evening. We don't need to start at 3 a.m. You know
absolutely.
Yeah. And then we can even say that we set up our camp in that direction,
Great.
like an hour into the woods that way.
Yeah. So we'll go around.
Yeah.
I'm fucking dealing with that.
Not doing that again.
As you go around, you get to you're able to get around the military encampment relatively okay until you start getting close to the mountain. I'm going to need you guys to roll a group stealth check for me.
Hey, boy. Just trying to think.
I really wish
God
there's somebody that
damn.
could give me advantage.
Everything that I could do.
7.
Oh,
You guys better roll
Bad
really
start,
well
bad start.
to bring the average up.
I have
so.
disadvantage.
Why do you have disadvantage?
Armor.
I am wearing armor.
10.
Wow.
Yeah.
5.
Wow.
That's not good.
As you guys get to the bottom of this mountain and you start climbing, you hear from the military encampment, "Hey, you over there, what you doing?"
How seen are we?
Well, pretty quickly there's torchlight on you as these 5 members of this military come walking over. 2 of them are human. One of them is a hobgoblin, and the other 2 are goblins. And you see 4 of them have crossbows drawn and ready, and the one at the front kind of holding a large torch aloft on you guys. As you guys are just sort of like against the mountain wall.
Are we, we came out of woods? We came out of something, or?
No, you guys came out of a little patch of woods, but you have made your way and you've like gotten to where you're going to ascend this mountain.
Oh, we're
What are you doing?
We're
bounty
looking,
hunting.
We're looking for a fella, elven fella. We have a feeling that he came here to sneak in. So we're trying to look for traces of him.
Yeah, I haven't seen this fella. Have you? Do it again.
Roll a deception
for the
check for
3rd
me.
time.
Who's deceiving?
You with advantage.
You with advantage?
Because you have help, but
Deception. That is a 22.
bounty hunting in the middle of the night.
Well, it's mostly just because, I mean, we were kind of afraid of this, to be honest.
We don't like getting disturbed in the day-to-day when there's more people around.
And we didn't want, the town to see.
Calgaro makes the noise.
Yeah,
of putting
exactly.
It in his...
He lit corner of his mouth.
We just
I'm
figured,
also a night owl.
yeah, we figured it'd be easier to just go unseen for this.
Clearly, that was a mistake.
You're heading towards Dargard Keep. You're not.
Trust me, I know, but this guy's worth a lot of money and we kind of need it.
We also have reason to believe that he's going towards Darkguard Keep.
Make a persuasion check for me.
I'm good at that, I think. P. I'm very good at that.
A P?
14, because it's a +7.
A +7 is crazy.
I have,
For
yeah.
a sorcerer. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Charisma,
Alright,
it's all charisma.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Me too.
Well, as long as you're heading away from the military encampment, I'm not going to stop you from dying in the keep.
Oh yeah.
We've
we
got
don't
nothing
want-
to do with the military. We don't want to disturb you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're well knowing we might go to our own deaths.
Yeah, I mean,
Lord Soth is not very pleasant.
no, we're hoping we can just nab that elf and turn him in for the
Yeah.
bounty as quick as possible.
We want to get him before
If
Lord
he's-
Soth gets him, you know?
You see his like brain working. And
Like,
he's like,
these idiots.
Yeah.
Listen, we don't
Lord
want
Soth has him. Then Lord Soth has him. If you kidnap him from Lord Soth and then return him
Oh
to
no,
Lord
if,
Soth,
if Lord Soth is already gotten, that's fine, but
We'll walk away.
we
I'm
saw him
assuming-
sneaking around,
and
so...
it's a long way through the woods. We've been tracking him for so long. It's
We'd
just-
love to take the credit for this one.
If Lord Soth, but if he's in the keep, then Lord Soth already has him.
Oh no, we think he like snuck in this way.
No,
we don't
we-
think Lord Soth knows yet.
We think he's up to shit.
Yeah. You know, he's a feisty one.
If you want to die, go die. I don't care. and
Appreciate
he kind of
it.
just turns and starts walking away.
You know what? I respect it.
You guys have rolled so well on
We're
every check
lucky with the
today.
persuasions. Holy
Except the
shit.
stealth.
Except the stealth, yeah.
But then, like, I can't eat 22. Like, what am I gonna do? Be like, no, punish you.
Yeah.
It's a good roll.
Oh,
Thank
DC
you.
25. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
The DC
All right,
was 40.
you are
Yeah.
now at You are now at the side of this mountain.
We're fine. We're fine.
You're gonna start climbing. Are you climbing in the dark?
Yeah, I was like, can I tie a rope to both of you? I can't lift myself.
Not that weak.
I'm not that weak.
Who
I'm not
among
that
you
weak.
has dark vision?
I do.
I
You
do.
do. You
I don't
as in
think you
not
do,
you.
do you?
No.
No.
All right. So how do you want to climb this mountain in the dark?
I mean, we can just light a torch now. We've been seen. They know where we're going.
Actually, yeah, they literally know where we're going. Unless you want to tether
I don't
yourself
want
to
to carry
us.
a torch, though.
Why don't
Oh,
I just
fuck.
get on? Why don't I just climb on your back? You can probably carry me in yourself, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
All
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
just fucking.
There you go.
I'm
And
gonna.
then you
Teddy bear hug.
you tie rope to your waist. I'll tie rope to my waist. I'm not gonna carry you, but like if you fall.
You can hold. Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
All right. Well,
Okay.
Bannon, you are spared from making any sort of check here.
Can you help and like add arms?
As Harvest, I'm going to need you to go first. So you're going to roll an athletics check for me.
Be like Goro.
Okay. Athletics. 16 plus 7,
Jesus.
23.
You watch as Harvest begins to quickly climb up this mountain. She is finding good handholds for you to follow.
Right.
And so she is scaling rather quickly, and you see that rope is starting to go, so you need to go with. I need you to roll an athletics check for me.
Yeah, it's my best one.
All right, you took a lot of decks.
Yeah, no strength.
No, athletics is strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. Oh yeah, that's what you were
You're
saying.
not acrobatically parkouring up a mountain. You
Wanna
are
bet?
climbing. If you're a monk, I'd allow it. You're not a monk.
I'm not a monk. I read monk books for
Could you,
fun next
you
to
just
the
Mario
draconic
wall
books.
jump like
I did fantastic. You
No.
better watch out with the strongest, most amazing 6 you've ever seen in your life.
this is why I had you tie the rope around
I'm tethered,
you.
yeah. Oh, do I get advantage for me?
You get about 5 feet off of the ground
Amazing.
before your hand slips,
Ah, fuck.
and you fall, thinking that you are going to pull them down. But the rope actually is long enough that it doesn't go taut before you just land on the ground again.
Amazing.
fall back.
Sorry. I'll try that again. That was
Roll
really
an athletics
bad. That was
check for
really
me.
bad.
You are now
Don't
probably 20
move.
feet in the air.
So now I start feeling it like
A little bit.
Yeah.
ah! Nice. 14.
All right, you begin to
14.
climb, and you start to make your way up this mountainside.
Great.
You realize first, because you're in it, this mountain is soft earth, and so it's not that it's like gooey.
It's like a
that
hill,
it is
not a rock.
No, it is rock. It is just that it is a lot of it crumbles
Sandstone?
away. Yeah, almost like that. Like you have to be careful how hard you grip your
Or
handhold.
drumheller.
Because little bits of stone will crumble away underneath your hands.
All right.
And you begin to climb, and you make it kind of to this first sort of landing that's like 3 feet thick. So you're able to kind of put your feet down for the first time. And you look down, and Caligaro's making his way up behind you, and it's pretty good.
No, he's breathing heavily.
You are
Just keep
One foot after the other.
about
heights.
35 feet in the air, and you're looking over, and you've probably got another 80 feet to go to get to this window. I would like for you to roll another athletics check for me.
Up the stairs we go.
Yeah, no, I don't like it. It's making me nervous. Oh, thank God. 18 plus 7, 25.
Yeah, absolutely. You just, once you have your Caligaro there beside you again, you start the next part of this ascent. As
Damn it.
hand over fist, you
What?
just start climbing up. Now with a little bit of
change.
a direction to the left. So you're not going straight up anymore. You're trying to sort of make your way over towards the window.
Gotcha.
Caligaro, you see Harvest and Bannon are disappearing into the darkness to your left. Will you roll an athletics check for me?
Yeah, you better believe I'm gonna. I love you. Please don't kill me.
This is my favorite.
Oh,
Please don't
God.
kill me.
I love making wizards climb
I'm looking
things.
at any of. I'm looking at any of my
lazy
spells.
wizard.
I'm like, can I alter myself into
You don't have
someone?
like freedom of movement.
No.
Long strider.
Can I, long strider I do, but that's just gonna make me move further if I succeed.
I know, yeah.
And I'm like, alter self.
Oh.
Can I alter myself into John Cena? What?
Can I? No, it's not a saving throw.
Oh, but it's not a... Oh, this is not a saving.
Yeah, and I can't. I don't think I can match. I can maybe magical imbalance myself.
Oh.
Hold on.
Is that for spells?
It's an ability check. Yeah.
Okay.
So if I make an ability check under a 9 on the d20, I can balance it to 10, but still my best will be 9.
Yeah.
Let's
okay.
do it!
Okay.
Natural 20!
All right.
Thank God.
Missing Mountain Gaming.
Hell yeah.
Missing Mountain Gaming.
You begin to like catch up to Harvest.
I'm fucking
You're
sweating.
surprised. Harvest is kind of keeping a very even pace to try and keep Bannon's weight just centered on her back.
Yeah.
And you realize you're kind of like really paying attention to the handhold she's grabbing, and some of them are a bit of a reach for you because she's so tall.
Yeah.
But you're able to kind of keep up, and you're almost like making time on her.
Semi under his breath, but loud enough because you want to hear it. You just hear it. The student becomes the master, and he's like getting cocky a little bit.
As you guys make your way up this
Yeah.
wall, you get to a point where you find yourself level with the window, and you see into the window. There's a lot of debris. There's a lot of like stuff on the ground. It looks, it's an open window on a mountain. There's probably a lot of wind that blows in and out of this place. And you also see that it's about a 12-foot jump. What?
There was a bug.
Okay, well, let's deal with it later.
Just on the microphone.
Oh, I see it.
It's just
a
an
little
ant. It's a little ant.
Yeah,
That's
it's fine.
not good. We need to deal with. If we have ants down here, we got to deal with that.
Would you like? I did flick another one off the table. I can get no.
Wait, multiple ants?
I saw one here, but it might genuinely be the same one.
Okay, we'll deal with that.
Love that for us.
You have about a 12-foot leap from where you are on the, because you get to the point where you're at the wall, and that wall is sheer. It doesn't look like you're going to be able to climb across this concrete wall unless you have a way of like lodging something into it.
A 12-foot leap with someone on my back?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way. Fuck.
Toss me.
Oh, it's on the TV now.
Yeah, that's where I saw it before.
Do you want me to flick it?
No, it's fine.
Are we nice to ants in this stream?
Not to wasps.
Threk
No.
says, aren't the ants there to feed the moths?
That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, but only when they've been good.
And they exist in the channel.
Right, there's no mods on the
Only when they
roleplay
exist.
The show started late today because there was a wasp in the basement, and we don't know how it got in, so
And we had no
Spring.
mods to deal with it.
we had no wasps.
Yeah.
We had no
I
mods.
keep thinking you say moths. I'm like, moths
No
don't
moths.
eat wasps.
Yeah.
All right, so you have a 12-foot leap between you and this window.
Do I have a grappling hook?
Do you? You tell me. I don't know what's on your
You
sheet.
have Bannon's axe and 50 feet of rope.
Yeah, but I don't know how you would throw somebody 12 feet.
Just
Just put him on the camera.
Da-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na.
It's not an arachnid.
Let chat see.
I don't think they'll be able to.
No, probably not. It's like all black.
Black on black, like you can't.
Yeah, I don't even.
Oh no, yeah, you can see him. You can see him walking across the TV there.
Great. The star of the show. You can hang out there, I guess.
Give him a little bit of snack.
I'd have no food. We don't need pet ants, okay?
That's true.
No, we're gonna.
Oh,
He fell.
He fell.
Girl. Oh, everyone.
All right, what are you guys doing to jump this? Do you have a 12-foot gap between you and this window?
What is the feasible, like, if I threw somebody in plate armor, what do you think is the furthest I could throw them?
Well, why don't we ask Lidara, how did Isbin make this jump? Lidara, how did Isbin get from here to there?
Probably
He had a
lie.
grappling hook.
Shit.
Prick. He probably lied. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, why don't we make a grappling hook?
Well, we're hanging on the wall here.
I mean, if I maybe...
Oh, you know what I do? I have a crossbow. If we tied the rope to the crossbow and we shot it into the stone, it's kind of soft, but we could... It might go in
Do you think it'll
enough.
catch?
Maybe. I don't know. It's the only fucking idea I got.
All right, here. Can I like reach into her bag and like get the crossbow, or, like get it and like grab her rope and like do this? Since I'm on her
You
back.
have hands free.
Yeah.
No, like I like wrap my
Yeah,
legs
absolutely.
around her waist and like
You're like sitting like this. like
I've got my shoulder over her shoulder
Okay.
at this point. I'm like got my legs around her like chest and I'm like
Roll
trying
it.
to do this.
Do you? There's no like Tinkerer's check. Roll a
an attack roll.
No, what would be the right check for this? Roll a
Dexterity, wouldn't it?
Sleight of hand.
roll a sleight of hand. That's a good one.
Sure.
To see how well you can make a
A grappling hook with
an arrow, a rope arrow.
Fuck. 6.
Yeah, you almost fall off while you're trying to do this, and you're not quite able to like tie a rope around an arrow to get it to shoot through a crossbow.
Does long strider work for jumping? Like, might we be able to jump 12 feet if we had long strider?
Your speed is increased by 10 feet until the spell ends.
Well, technically, your jump
I
height
would
is based
allow
on
that.
your
Like,
speed, right?
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
If you guys want to use a spell to try and do this, I'm not gonna like be like no.
That's all I got. I don't fucking know.
I have a free one for the day too. So would you
Oh, I
like
love
would you
that.
like a little strength in the striding department?
Yeah.
Length in the striding department. You mean.
Length. Would you like some length?
Yeah. We'll see how this fucking goes.
All
I
right,
guess.
so you cast Long Strider.
Yeah. He's just like, oh gods, give us the strength to leap this, and just kind of like cast it, like I guess like on your heel or wherever I am, like near you.
Cool. So you now have Long Strider on you. How would you like to make this jump?
Okay. Jumping is half of your movement speed, right?
It's gonna be an acrobatics check. It is not half of your movement speed. That would be insane.
No. The way that jumping works in D&D, there's
It's
like
terrible and it's not that far, so we're just gonna go with an acrobatics check. Because actual jumping in D&D from like a standing point is like your strength modifier plus some feet or something.
See, I will take that. But yeah, fuck. I can't use athletics.
Is there anything visible in the window that you would consider targetable like a creature?
No.
Like a creature.
Like a creature, and fudge the words a little bit.
And Lidara doesn't have like corporeal form, so
Yeah, so yeah, it's terrible. It's like a number of feet up to your strength score. If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump, when making a standing jump, you can jump half your strength score.
which would be 9, but plus long stride. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So I just make an acrobatics.
It's an acrobatics. Are you jumping with Bannon on your back?
Well, otherwise he's not gonna be able to make it himself.
All right. Make an acrobatics check with disadvantage for me.
Shit.
As you are leaping off of this wall
If
with
we
a
fall,
tender.
we die. Like I don't.
Do we?
Yeah. Yeah, we're what, 85 feet in the air?
Yeah,
12 stories or whatever it is.
that's like 9 stories, but
Sure.
or it's
Am
just
I
8 stories.
am I tethered to you for this, or am I detethering?
You are tethered.
How long? Oh, but the rope's like 20 feet.
It's 50 feet.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
gonna
so
be
we're
able
fine.
to fucking. Where the fuck did my dice go?
I have no idea. Just roll a different one for now, and we can find it later.
No, it's the nice one. Okay.
Okay, well we're
Yeah,
on video, so roll a different one, and we'll find it
literally
later.
Don't know how it fucking disappeared. With disadvantage.
Yes. Okay. So here's the deal. You push off of the wall and hope to turn and leap and grab a ledge 12 feet behind you. You have a kender on your back. What did you roll?
11.
Okay.
It's not the worst.
You clear the gap and you are soaring through the air. What you see coming towards you a little bit higher than you wanted is that lip. You have an opportunity to reach up and grab it. I need you to make an athletics check for me.
Okay. Just straight athletics.
Yep.
19 plus 7.
All right. You grab onto that ledge and you are now dangling above the 80-foot drop below you.
Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna. Adam, get up there.
Yeah, I climb up
Drop
and
back.
like try and
Over
get
your
on,
head, yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm trying haul Harvest up.
Between the two of you, you absolutely can do that.
God.
Bannon, the first thing that hits your nose is like the smell of shit.
Oh.
Like manure. As you look around the room, you're pulling Harvest up, but you're looking around trying to look for that scent. You can't see anything because it is completely dark around you.
I'm gonna pull up Cal.
Yeah, I'm
as
like
well.
with on the wall doing one of these. Like,
All right, so you're gonna like swing over to the wall.
Well, I've got the
I'm
rope,
tethered
so.
to her, so like I'm just gonna like hold onto the rope and walk while she pulls.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like no swinging, no.
Make it taut. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Once Cal gets up, Ben just
The
makes.
two of you
Yeah.
make a perception check for me.
Me?
In the darkness. Yeah,
Oh, in
both
the
of you.
darkness. Yeah.
You have dark vision, so you are in a dark room where you
Smell.
can't see anything,
Smell
but you
shit.
smell shit.
What is that smell?
I
That's not
don't
what I was
know.
expecting.
You see hay on the ground.
Hay
You
on the
said
ground,
with
okay.
dark vision we can.
Yeah, you can make a perception check.
17
Nice.
plus 5. 22.
Curled up in the corner of this room is one of the red dragons that you fought outside of the keep, sleeping against the wall. And from there,
No.
we're gonna end this episode.
Motherfucker!
But you made it into Darkguard Keep.
Yeah.
I love that they didn't tell us we were climbing into the fucking dragon's nest.
It's a good
She
thing
didn't know.
none of us like.
The dragons weren't here a year ago.
Right. No, I mean the guard, the army person was like, yeah, go die.
They
I
did
don't
say,
care.
yeah, go
Said,
die.
go die.
Great. I love that.
Quite literally,
for
he was
us.
like, "Wow, I don't fucking care. Go die."
Okay. Fun.
How
Fun.
fun.
Thank you so much for being here for the live. We
No,
will
thank you.
now be going to go pre-record an episode for next week. Hopefully this new schedule works for us. We're gonna see.
Yeah.
I don't know, but thank you so much for watching. This has been fun. If you like the video, like, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button, do all that stuff.
This
We
is
are
my
in
nightmare.
Darkguard Keep, so hopefully we can find Teller
Go watch the Kandala
before
trailer.
Teller returns from
Yeah.
London in 2 weeks. If you want to follow us on the internet, you can. I am at nerdynightly.
Rob Russo. Music.
The Brian Kling.
That was in my ear.
Claris Polaris.
You guys are so weird.
Wow.
Do something nerdy tonight.
My
Bye.
face.
Bye.